Hey everyone, welcome to the Firefighters Global Consulting Behind the Smoke podcast. This podcast operates wholly independently of any specific fire department, union, or municipality. This podcast is intended to provide information, education, and hopefully even entertainment for some of our listeners, and is provided in our personal capacities and does not reflect the official policies, procedures, or views of any specific fire department, union, or municipality. Furthermore, no official department resources, equipment, or on-duty time are utilized in the operation of this business or the making of this podcast. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy it.
You and me.
Again.
It's been like this for months.
Yeah, it's gonna keep being like this.
It's been like this for what, two weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Okay, but yeah, it'll be a while.
Yeah, he's not coming back anytime soon.
He's gone, man. Adamo's gone.
Yeah, he left us.
That's it. What's our episode today, Brendan?
We're talking about being told you're too young or to get more experience.
Yeah, pretty common, frustrating thing to hear about, right, as a candidate.
Yeah.
I think technically they're not really supposed to say you're too young. I think it's like an HR violation.
Yeah, I don't discriminating against age. I think is a no-no.
Yeah. So usually what you'll hear if you're too young of a candidate is you need more life experience or you need to get more life experience.
Yeah. How old were you when you got on?
I was old, man. I was 30.
It's not old.
I got on as 29 and
29.
I was in academy by 30. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on it. But you got rejected once because of this exact line, right?
Yeah, I wasn't rejected. It was more feedback, and it was
Feedback rejection.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't in the application process yet.
Okay.
I was doing like a info seminar, and yeah, the recruiter at the time, I asked him, I go, what time would be a good time to apply? And they're like, how old are you? And I was 21.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, like you have some time, go get some good life experience. You're a little young.
And then what did you do?
I went and got life experience.
Nice.
Yeah, I took it to heart.
Textbook.
Exactly. Yeah, do what they tell you.
Yeah. We're gonna cover that later on too.
Yeah.
No, that's good, man. It's devastating, obviously, hearing that if you're young. But you know what? Sometimes I think recruiters are wrong in that aspect. Like you can be a 23-year-old with a lot of life experience, or you could be like a 40-year-old, like with zero life experience. You've lived in your parents' basement, never left your house, like never traveled.
Yeah.
Never worked anything. So I think there is a discrepancy there, and there is a big difference between someone who's got life experience and someone who's too young.
Yeah, the thing too is like if it's not in the interview, it's hard for them to gauge. Like you're saying, like a 23-year-old, like you don't know his upbringing kind of thing, or
Yeah.
his life. And same with a 40-year-old. You may think, okay, he's 40 or mid 30s, he's got a ton of life experience, but he could have lived like a really sheltered life.
Yeah, 100%. And we see that, right? I know in my class, the youngest person was 23 and he had a lot of life experience.
Yeah.
He's lived all over the world, done a lot of jobs, even fire related. He was, doing wildland stuff and volunteering and a bunch of other things. His face looked old, like he looked really beat, but he was not old. Yeah, like you can go into the fire service being a 23, 22-year-old person and have a lot of life experience.
For sure.
So if you're one of these people who's listening to this, yeah, don't be discouraged. Like you can do it. And if you're listening to this and you're like, oh crap, I don't have a life experience, we're basically going to talk about how you could potentially get some, right?
Yep.
Just on that note too, like we had a client actually from Australia. I don't want to go too much info about them, but essentially they were left in a foreign country when they were 14 years old by their family so that the family can go make some money, get them, and then bring them to another country.
Okay.
So like somebody like that at 19 years old is he had a lot of crazy experiences.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, our episode today is just going to be a little bit about that. Yeah. So why do you think recruiters think life experience is important in the fire? So like, why would they say no to you in that sense?
I think they look at life experience like pretty heavily just because of the things that you're going to see on this job. Like I think that if you're going in as a 20, 21-year-old, like which we've had on our job, right? People getting hired super young like that, which is awesome for them.
Yeah.
That's huge. But I think from a recruiter standpoint, it's like, okay, has this person dealt with this before? Are they going to be able to react well to what they see? Have they ever been in this position before? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. What kind of experiences do you think they're trying to get you ready for by saying get more life experience?
I think it's everything from the calls to the hall culture.
Right.
Like if you're, if you're not used to having like the team aspect of it, because it's basically like being in a big locker room for a good portion of it, and you don't have the experience where you've worked with like a crew, like a construction crew for a couple of years or
Mm-hmm.
some other type of gig like that. Then you might not be used to the humor and the banter and the back and forth. And then for the call aspect, like maybe you're 30 years old and like you've done a bunch of volunteering on the sketchy part of town or something like that.
Yeah.
So you've kind of seen a little bit of insight into what you're gonna go to.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. There's so many different aspects to it. And I think first what you said about the locker room thing, like there's boundaries within the locker room. There's unwritten rules. There's all these dynamics, politics, right?
Yeah,
Especially if you're living with somebody for 24 hours a day, 10 different people for 24 hours. Like you're going to need to have that kind of experience on how to balance different
for
personalities.
sure.
And as far as calls go, like, yeah, you're going to be seeing some stuff on this job that's not the best. And you need to be able to know how to deal with it. If you're dealing with kids or the elderly, you might have a little bit more experience with that. If you have kids of your own, for example, if you're dealing with intoxicated people, drugged out people, people that are really stressed out, as a 19-year-old or 18-year-old, that might be your very first time you see that stuff, right? Whereas maybe if you're you got a couple of kids, you got some parents that you're taking care of because they're old now, like you're gonna have that bit more life experience.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things like you've been there, done that, right?
Yeah.
So like you're saying, like if you have elderly parents or grandparents that you look after, and you get those kind of calls, like it's okay, you can kind of go back and be like, I've done this and this worked well for me. I did this didn't work well. So your life experience comes to show in that.
Yeah. And I think personally myself, like when I first got on the job, some of the things that would kind of scare the crap out of me was like going to call with an infant, like, oh, I don't know. I don't have a kid. I don't know how it's going to be. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's the worst day of their life, potentially. It's scary. But now that I have a kid, I feel like it's not as bad,
Yeah,
just that aspect alone. I'm like, okay, I think I can handle this a little bit better.
for sure.
Did you have anything like that on the job that you're like, I'm way better at this now than I was maybe like 5 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I still stress out with kid calls a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
still gets the heart rate up.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
I don't have a kid. Like I got a niece.
Do you know of?
Yeah, I know
Let's
of.
be real. Yeah. You might get that phone call soon.
Yeah. Father's Day just passed. I'm getting any calls, so it should be good.
Well, what is it right now in Southeast Asia? Is it still Father's Day? No, it's way past. Never mind. You're good.
Oh.
You're good. Just kidding.
Yeah, like I got a niece and a nephew now, so spending time, they're like almost 3 and 1 and change. So
Yeah.
spending a lot of time around them
Yeah.
kind of got me more accustomed. Like kids do weird things,
Yeah.
right? So now you kind of see a little bit more. It's like, oh, the kid, maybe it's not such a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's still calls that from life experience in the past. And, like for me, like we touched on last episode, volunteering at Canuck Place Children's Hospice.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids there are like 3 to, I think you age out of the program like 18. But yeah, dealing with kids with disabilities and terminally ill kids, and
Yeah.
you kind of get I got a little bit of experience through that. So that
For
life
sure.
experience, when I do have those calls, not that they happen very often.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, gives you a little more insight.
For sure. And that's something we're going to basically segue into now is like, you don't necessarily need work experience to get that life experience. You can get that life experience through volunteering, through other certifications, right? Through other things. So what are some of the things that people can do if they were told you need to get more life experience? Like how would you attack it? Because you had to do it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
I was young, like I said, 21 or 22, and they
Mhm.
said go get some life experience. So right away, thought the volunteer firefighter route would be a good way to get experience,
Yeah.
and it was great. Like the skills, the hands-on, the courses,
Mhm.
and then being in the fire hall was huge. We did 48-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So doing those with a group of 8 to 10, that was awesome. A lot of volunteering, a lot of courses. I took all the courses I could that they offered and some additional ones.
What courses did you find were most helpful to you that weren't just kind of like a check in the box?
Yeah, I did. A lot of the courses I took were medical based because I thought, okay, I didn't have too much experience with medical.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like pediatric education for pre-hospital professionals, pre-hospital trauma and life support, advanced cardiovascular life support. Like I stacked up a bunch of courses like that just to get a little more experience and get more comfort with that, and then gain a little bit of skills on those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good. What about independence wise? Like, did you already, and this is something that I think people sometimes forget, is like the fire hall is very much a kind of living on your own environment sometimes, right? You're cleaning, you're cooking, you're doing the dishes, you're doing laundry, right? We do lots of laundry for our bunker gear,
Yeah.
dishes obviously for cooking and all that. How did you find that aspect of the fire service? Because yeah, some people you lived at home.
Yeah, I
didn't you?
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That cooking was stressful. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Okay.
What was stressful
Well, like
about
for
it?
me, it was like
Yeah.
cooking like for one at home was, you know,
Pizza pot?
yeah, chicken and rice, and yeah, occasionally treat myself to a Delicio. But yeah, got thrust right into it. Like, hey, you're cooking for 8 guys.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a lot of chicken and rice. So yeah, like coming up with the meals and stuff like that. But the guys were awesome.
Mhm.
And you know, I went in and I was super honest. I was like, listen, I never cooked
Yeah.
for more than 4 people in my life.
And all four were me when I was really hungry.
Yeah, exactly. It was me for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and breakfast the next day. But I was telling them, I was like, I don't know. Like, this is usually what I make, and it's like super basic stuff, like a lot
Yeah.
of pastas, stuff like that. And they're like, okay, we'll help you out. We'll show you what to do. We'll help you cook, help you shop and everything like that.
Mhm.
And it was perfect. Like, that was all from my volunteering experience with you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Guys aren't gonna, throw their money away or throw their time away. Like they're gonna be there to help you for things like that.
Yeah.
And if you're honest right off the bat, they might give you a bit of a hard time, but like, yeah, they'll help you out.
Yeah, they want you to succeed, right? And
Yeah.
plus, they don't want to eat crappy food.
Yeah, exactly. What was the first thing you made? Do you remember?
Made for you guys when
Yeah.
you volunteers?
Yeah.
We did dinner, and it was like a chicken penne or something like that.
Okay. Safe. Pasta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just
good,
a
good.
layup.
Yeah, nice. Good. Yeah, so definitely if you don't have that kind of experience living on your own, doing the dishes, doing laundry, like even just going to a laundromat and like just kind of figuring it out is I don't know, I feel like it's beneficial because
I was lucky. I think when I entered high school, my parents were like, you're on your own, no more laundry. Yeah.
we can't deal with these stains.
Yeah, bleached a couple shirts, and I thought I gotta get better at this.
That's good, man. Yeah. Independence, certification. What about work experience? That's obviously a big one that we kind of skipped. But if you're told you're too young, where can you go to get actual work experience?
I think honestly, like going into this profession, you have people from every background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a lot of trades. You have people that come from like academics background that are fresh out of school, like university or college. Really, you get it from anywhere. I think whatever that you can apply to the fire service is a good route,
Mm-hmm.
or something that you enjoy doing. Like if you know you're gonna be, your end game is gonna be a firefighter.
Yeah.
Right. Everything that you do leading up to that interview and getting the job, well, for me at least, was firefighter based. It's,
Right.
hey, why am I going from this job to this job? You know, sure, a little bit of better pay or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but the end game was to be a firefighter. And I worked for a city for 3 years, and I told them in my interview, because they asked me, they're like, are you looking to make a career out of this? Like, do you want to move up, be a foreman, superintendent? And
Mm-hmm.
I was completely honest. I was like, I want to be a firefighter. Like, I just did my 1001, looking to gain some experience,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a city job. And yeah, they were appreciative that I was honest. And
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Honesty is always, like I say, the best policy because then they'll help you that way as well. If it's a good company, if you're in a good team environment, they'll look out for you.
yeah,
I know that when I was applying, I wanted to get more experience on ladders, so I did like roof cleaning, high angle window cleaning and stuff. And when I was getting ready to go through my process, my boss knew that I was going through. I was transparent with everything, and he actually like held me off some of the more dangerous jobs. He's like, yeah, I don't want you going on this ladder. Like you have your physical in like a week or whatever, So people will help you out if you're in the right space, and try to get those certs or that work experience that could make it
totally
better. If you have the time too, like sometimes being told no when you're like 21 years old is pretty good because it's better be told at 21 than like 41. Right.
Yeah, you definitely want that. You have
more
a lot of time. Not you don't have enough time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not that 41-year-olds can't get hired.
Yeah, and we have that episode out already. What do we call it? Old dogs, new tricks. Yeah. So for all you old guys listening to this on super high volume, it's out there. So
make sure the subtitles are on.
Yeah.
You're not too far away from your 40s.
Yeah, I already got it on half the speed when I watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, just because you look young.
But what was I gonna say here? Your eyes looking at me like that just totally threw me off.
Yeah,
Looking at me all young and
that's
supple.
right. One compliment, and he's lost for words.
Yeah. You're right. Like being told when you're young is good because then also you can make those big like career moves too.
Yeah,
Like if you wanted to go into trades for like 4 years, get your SEALs, you wanted to go into even the military, most contracts are like 2, 3 years, depending where you go, obviously, but you can do like a short-term contract. You have that time, coming out of your 25th year on this earth as like a full carpenter or, whatever rank in the military you come out as, like that's definitely going to add some experience to your resume. And like you
yeah,
said, like if you're going towards the firefighter goal, then you're not going to sign for another like 25-year contract with the military, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, we're talking about 41-year-olds getting hired. Like me now, I'm 31,
Yeah.
and I still get friends from high school. Hey, do you think it's too late for me to apply?
Hmm.
No, absolutely not. 31, like I know a ton of people, early 30s, late 30s, mid 30s, all going through the process, getting hired. Like
Yeah.
it's not too late.
No, the strategy might change a little bit. If you are 21 and you really want to work for a certain city or certain department, you have the time to just focus on that department.
Yeah,
And I think that's something we'll mention in that old dogs new tricks episode is if you're on the older side, you kind of have to do the opposite. You got to do like a shotgun blast, apply anywhere you can, and then hope you can
yeah,
get on. Obviously, try to get on for the right reasons to those departments, but you're going to have to apply to multiple most likely.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So you've gotten the experience, or you're going to get the experience. You've been told no. What's kind of the mindset shift you have to look at here?
Yeah, I think as soon as they tell you no, you're too young, you got to think, okay, you're probably gonna apply whatever 2, 3, 4 years on the road, maybe even next year. You're gonna have to go back to them and show them that you've gained life experience.
Yeah.
So let's say you're 21, they say you're too young, come back in a couple years. You apply at 24, you hit the panel interview, and there's no change in your resume. Maybe one different job, but no courses, no volunteering, nothing, no real big ads on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. Like they've told you need to get experience, you have to go out and get experience.
Yeah.
And then it proves to them, and you can bring it up through your resume.
Mm-hmm.
You can even bring up in your interview. Hey, I talked to so and so, 4 years ago. They said to go get more experience. I went out and I did all this.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, saying you're gonna do something and doing it is huge.
Absolutely. And maybe the panel that you're in front of 2 years from now is a different panel than the one that said no to you, right? So you need to showcase to them, this is what's changed. This is why I'm back. I listened to your guys' feedback, even though it wasn't personally you guys, but I listened to your department's feedback and I'm coming back for more. And
Yeah.
I have more,
Yeah.
right? And I've seen it on the other end where candidates are so eager to get on when they get told that, you don't have enough life experience. They apply again in 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like you're just setting yourself up to get another no because there's not much life experience you can get in 6 months,
No.
right? Unless something crazy happens, most likely that department's still going to defer you, right? So don't come back right away. Like take that time, take what they said to heart and get that extra couple years of experience because yeah, you do have the time. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Even though like we get it, right? You want to be a firefighter right away. You want to get in, but just take that extra time.
Yeah. I mean, and if one department tells you, okay, you need some life experience, you can always apply to a different department that you want. Like, let's say you have a top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Your number 1 says you don't have enough life experience, come back and you get more. Okay, well, you still have 2 and 3 open. You can still apply to them.
Yeah.
And if they say the same thing, then it must be a common thing.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And sometimes it's just like department dependent, right? Maybe one department actually likes younger guys and that makes sense sometimes because like younger candidates are easier to mold in a sense and get them the way you want them.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe they have more openings for people in that sense. Like they need more people. So they'll take somebody who's younger and they're okay with building them up. Right. You have different other departments that just deal with too much stuff on the sides that they don't want somebody too young. And so it can be department dependent. Like you said, if you get a no from one because of you need more experience, maybe that's not the case for the other ones.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, give it a try, see what happens. And I think that mindset shift is huge, right? Like keep doing what you're doing and take that feedback to heart. Right?
Yeah. That's the thing, because like we just touched on, like if you go back in and let's say you do have the same interview panel,
Mm-hmm.
you got to showcase that you took their advice and you went out and you got the life experience.
Yeah, hard to do after 6 months. And
Yeah.
Cool, buddy. Well, I think that's kind of it for that. We just encourage everyone just to keep pushing. And yeah, if that's something you hear, no, it's not the end of the world. And I mean, look, you got hired, so
I did. Yeah, anyone can.
anyone can.
Yeah, I got hired. Yeah, 26. It was a good time.
26. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
hired
I
at
meant
26.
2026.
No.
I'm like, you apply somewhere else right now?
No. I'm here for the long haul.
Nice, buddy. Yeah, it goes by quick though, eh?
It does. Yeah, I remember being on probation. Everyone's like, "Oh, don't blink, you'll miss it."
Yeah.
I blinked a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing it.
Yeah, same. I remember like one of my first meals that I ever did, and I try to like do these smoke pellets on the barbecue,
Oh yeah.
and it turned out really well. The meat was unreal, but then I took the pellets and I threw them in the garbage. I
Oh,
forgot they're hot.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
almost burned the garbage down. Yeah,
Well, luckily you had the training to put it out.
yeah, that's right.
I'm sure nobody talked about it.
No, yeah, it was good, but yeah. Well, till the next one, I guess.
Yeah, you'll have to make the meal for us.
Yeah. That's it for this week. If you're serious about turning your application into a job offer, you need a game plan. Head over to firefightersglobal.com to book a one-on-one consultation with us today. We'll tear down your resume, prep you for the panel, and give you the exact roadmap you need to get hired. Check out the resources at firefightersglobal.com. Check us out on Instagram at firefightersglobal. Hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening and share this episode with a fellow applicant. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.